Okay, so I make this recording so that you would see how you can actually connect Zoom to Facebook or YouTube. So if you're having a meeting or you're planning on doing an event, you need to show your PowerPoint presentation, you would just press live on Facebook. And Zoom would then open your browser. And this option would come up. So you see that it says, live stream Zoom meeting to Facebook Live. Here, where you can change the title, that is the title of how the video is going to show up on Facebook. You could enter a description. And here, you can choose whether or not you're going to share to a page or to a group. I'm going to share to a page. So when I actually share to a page, the next option changes to all the pages that I'm an admin on. So I can either scroll through that list or I can type it in. And I'll do this one. And when I'm ready, I will just click go live. So I'm waiting. Doesn't take very long, and then it loads. So what you will notice is there is a small lag on Facebook. So it's a few seconds behind Zoom, but it's showing up perfectly. If I wanted to share this out so that others can see it, I would just click the share button. It's the same functions that I would get on any video or post within Facebook. If I wanted to comment, I could do so from within here. And the comment would be coming from my personal page. Or I could just, do any of the reactions that are available. So essentially, you can see that everything is working fine. We know that it's live because we see the little live button up here. It's just that simple. Next, I want to show you, well, actually, hold on. In order for it to actually end, like you could close the browser, but closing the browser does not actually end the live stream. In order for the live stream to end, you would actually have to go back to Zoom and click on the little menu options at the bottom and choose stop live stream. Now it has ended. So your next option is you say, well, we don't have a large audience on Facebook. I really want to stream to YouTube. You come back down to more and then choose live on YouTube. And again, Zoom is trying to connect. You choose the account that is associated with the YouTube channel. So I chose Chandra McCarty. There are several other channels that I actually have associated with that email account. If you're wondering why is it going to my Google, that is because Google is owned by the same company that owns YouTube, which is Alphabet. So we're going to choose where we're going to stream. I'm going to stream to LaShondra McCarty because for me that's where I do most of my live streaming. So all of the parameters that are required to be able to live stream to YouTube, I've already met them on that channel. And similar to the Facebook page, I can change the title. It's defaulting to my title on Zoom. When I actually started this meeting, that is the name of the meeting. So I'll change that. Then I can choose whether or not I want it to be public, meaning that everybody from my subscribers to people who just log in will be able to see it. If I want it to be unlisted, then it will be available, but people will only be able to see it if I actually send them the link, and then private would be just for me. So I'm going to hit unlisted because this is just a test. Then I'm going to press go live. Takes a few seconds for Zoom to actually connect with YouTube. A few more seconds. And then we show up. So you see there's one person watching. That one person is me. And to the left hand side, I'm sorry, to the right hand side, you can see where you can actually comment within your own chat box. And we see the Zoom stream on the page. If I wanted to, I would turn on the sound. I'm not going to do that at the moment because the video is picking up the sound that I'm saying, and I don't want the echo. So it's just that simple. That's another option. And again, same scenario. Closing out the browser window does not stop the stream. In order to stop the stream, you would have to go back to Zoom and choose to turn the live stream off. And we would just look at Zoom. When we're going live, it has a red live at the top left corner. That is gone. We come back to the more options. We have the option to go live on Facebook, Workplace by Facebook, and live on YouTube. If we were currently streaming, those options would not be available. But let's say you decide that you want to do a live stream, but you don't want to live stream to one platform. You don't want it to be to either or between Facebook or YouTube coming from Zoom. You want to be able to touch multiple Facebook pages. There is another option, and one of the options that I use for doing work like that is Streamyard. So Streamyard is a web-based streaming software, and you can actually come directly into Streamyard, if you want to connect to the destinations, and your destinations are the social media platforms. You just go down to this little menu, add a destination. You can pick from any of these options and go through the login process. All of my destinations are already here. So I would just go back to my broadcast and create a broadcast. And I have a choice. A new broadcast means that it hasn't been made before. It's going to most likely be live unless I choose the record option. Or if I have a video that I've already recorded, I can actually upload it to Streamyard and then either go live immediately with that particular piece of video, or tell the platform I want you to go live at a particular time, because it does give you the option to schedule. So I'm going to choose new broadcast. You see all of the destinations that I have associated with my Streamyard account. I'm just going to pick this one and I'm going to name it test and test. Here is the scheduling option. If I click it, I could put up an image that would put up a post on my Facebook page or on my YouTube channel, and it would have that image and say, hey, at this time, whatever time that I choose, whatever day that I choose, the video is actually going to be live. And then I would simply choose create broadcast. Well, I don't want to do that, so I'm going to uncheck that box. And now it's simply this: the title, the description, and create broadcast. So when I'm ready, I'll click it. Okay, so there I am. I'm right there in the little box. There's my name, and there's this green bar that's going up and down labeled mic. My mic is picking up my voice. What you want to be happening if you're speaking and nothing is showing, like if you've muted and nothing is actually happening, that bar isn't moving, that means that the people who are watching your live stream can't hear anything. So make sure that that is actually unchecked and they can hear you. If you want to change your name, how it shows up on the bottom, you could do so right here, display name. If you want to stop the camera on you, just turn that off. You see, even though I'm talking, the little avatar, the rings are moving. It's because my mic is still on. So when you're ready, enter the studio, but nothing's happening yet. That black box means that the stream is empty. So I will actually have to add myself to the stream to appear on the screen. And there are different formats that I could use. If I had another person on here with me, then we could be side by side. As you can see, the next option has a little gray below and above. If I use a graphic that had something above and below, or had my logo on there, then that imagery would show up as an overlay on top of the video, and those are actually in the brand option. I could change the color of that background. I could change how that little name bubble shows up. I could turn it off altogether. I could add my logo, which shows up at the top right. And as I shared before, I could also have an overlay. And you can have different overlays that actually match these different configurations that are available at the bottom just below the main stream screen. But let's say I'm doing this and I want to show a video. I can also upload videos and play them on the platform. And sometimes you may decide you want to go live, but you know, you saw those few seconds that it takes between clicking the live and it actually going live, and then sometimes it takes people a few minutes to even know that you're doing a live stream. Well, if you're worried about whether or not having that live stream on and there's nothing happening, or starting immediately and people missing the beginning of your content, you can actually play this countdown. And that gives you 30 seconds for the live stream to take before you actually show up on the screen. But as I said, if you had another video, you could certainly add a video clip. It will open up your computer browser and give you the option to actually find that particular video and upload it, so you can play it right in the platform as opposed to trying to find it or playing it through YouTube. And the next option is a background. If I had a green screen, I could choose a different background. I can throw some audio in there if I want some music in the background. And this gives me an opportunity to just play it. I'm not live yet, so I can just play it and see if I like what I'm hearing. If I don't like it, I don't have to play it. Another great feature of this is because you can live stream to so many platforms that have the chat capability, instead of you going to YouTube and checking for comments and then going to Facebook and then checking LinkedIn, you can actually click here if you're streaming to all of those destinations, and when people are commenting, it all comes into one spot, so you can reply from within one platform as opposed to trying to track down where people are communicating or missing out on something that somebody is saying because you don't have one spot that is capturing all of that information. And when you are ready, you just click the go live button. It will ask you for confirmation. Say yes. Takes a few seconds and boom, we are live. You are live here and you are live here. You have a countdown so you know how long you've been on, and you also have this little view right here which lets you know how many eyeballs are actually watching that stream. Now, if you have additional people that you want to invite, you just click the invite button and you could copy this link and send it to them, and that will allow them to join within the stream with you. And to get them to show up on the screen, they would just have to hit add stream, just as I did at the very beginning, and then they could show up next to you. And you can add up to 10 people on Streamyard. So this is another way of engaging a few more people, adding a level of interactivity, and it's an alternative to broadcasting to just one channel. So if you find that you need more than what is capable with Zoom, where you're just going from one spot to the other, this is an alternative for you. And if you are ready to end the stream, you click end broadcast. If you as an individual were leaving but the stream was going to continue, then you would just click leave studio, and it would ask you if you want to leave the studio. You would just hit leave and it would close it out. I'm going to end the broadcast altogether. So I hope that was helpful for you. If you have any questions of how to stream your Zoom directly onto Facebook or YouTube, or if you want to do multiple streams to various pages, feel free to drop the comments or your questions in the comment section below, and I will definitely get back to you because together we can create something great. Thank you.